Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank. Every once in a while, she looked into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it, so she was considering in her own mind as well as she could because the hot day made her feel very sleepy and slow, whether the pleasure of making a daisy chain would be worth the trouble of getting up. When all of a sudden she saw a white rabbit running really close by.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be late!
It occurred to Alice that she ought to be a little concerned, for she had never seen a talking rabbit before. She ran across the field after it, but as she almost touched it, the rabbit disappeared into a rabbit hole. In a moment, Alice jumped down right after it.
Well, after a fall like this, I shall think nothing of falling down the stairs.
Either the well was very deep or she fell very slowly, for she had plenty of time as she went down to look about her and what was going to happen next.
I wonder how many miles I have fallen by now. I must be near the center of the earth.
Alice was not a bit hurt. She looked up, but it was all dark over her head. Before her was a long passage, and the rabbit was still in sight, hurrying down it. Away went Alice like the wind. Alice followed the rabbit into a magical land, but she soon found that she was very lost. She then came upon a table set under a tree in front of a house, where she saw a rabbit having tea with a man and a mouse.
No room, no room.
There's plenty of room.
Have some soda.
I don't see any soda.
There isn't any.
Well, it wasn't very nice of you to offer it.
Wasn't very kind of you to sit down without being invited.
I didn't know it was your table. It's set for a great many number of people.
Your hair one's kidding.
It's not very nice of you to make personal comments like that.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Come, we shall have fun now. I love riddles.
You think you can find out the answer is to it?
Exactly so.
Then you should say what you mean.
At least I mean is the same thing you know.
Not the same bit as why. You might as well say that I see what I eat is the same thing as I eat what I see.
Or you might as well say I get what I like is the same thing as I like what I get.
You might as well say that I sleep when I breathe is the same as I breathe when I sleep.
It is the same thing with you. What day of the month is it?
It is the 4th.
2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works.
It was the best butter.
Yes, but some crumbs must have got in it as well. I told you not to put it in with a bread knife.
Well, it was the best butter, you know.
What if one and watch? It tells the day of the month. It doesn't tell what time it is.
Why? Does your watch tell what year it is?
No, but that is because it is the same year for such a long time.
That is the same case with mine.
I don't understand you.
The dormouse is asleep again.
Of course, that's exactly what I was going to remark myself.
Have you guessed a riddle yet?
No, I give up. What is the answer?
I haven't had the slightest idea.
Well, I think you could use the time much better and not wasting it on riddles that have no answer.
Well, if it's a new time as well as I do, we won't talk about wasting it. It's
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. I dare say you even never spoke to time.
I know I have to beat time when I learn music.
That accounts for it. He won't stand beating.
Now, if you only could keep on good terms, you would do anything you like. Suppose it was 9 o'clock in the morning, just in time for lessons, and then just a whisper, a hint, and round goes the clock all the way time, just in time for dinner.
Oh, I wish it was.
That would be grand, certainly, but then I wouldn't be hungry.
Out of fish, perhaps. But if you could keep it as one as long as you liked.
Is that the way you manage?
Well, not I. We quarreled last night just before he went mad. I was before my beautiful swallow. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at. Have you heard the song?
No, but I've heard something like it.
Well, I hardly finished the verse first when he said, "It's murder time," off with his head.
How savage.
And since then, won't do anything I ask. And it's always 6 o'clock here. Tea time.
So is that why there are so many tea things?
Yes, it's always tea time. I vote we tell us a story.
I'm afraid I don't know one.
Gosh. Oh, then the doorbell will tell us a story. Wake up, wake up.
I'm awake and I heard every word you were saying.
Tell us a story.
Yes, please do.
There were once 3 sisters and they lived at the bottom of a well. Their names were Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly.
At the bottom of a well?
They were learning how to draw and they drew all manner of things, everything that begins with an M.
Why with an M?
Why not?
Like the moon, mousetraps, memory, and muchness.
If you ask me,
Then you shouldn't talk.
that was the worst tea party I ever was at my entire life.